Come, let us explore the easiest meditation method ever created. Together, let us recite this 12th chapter of the commentary to Prahevajra's vast expanse of the demon-like mind. This draft is available for free download simply by using one of the links in the description area below the video. Let's begin with the root text. Warning, it will be a trifle opaque. Meditative stability of supreme quality, being the real meditative stability of spontaneous awareness, is beyond the tyranny of thought. Without applying thought or purifying, in accordance with nature, the wisdom of spontaneously letting go springs forth. And now the commentary. The rigid, elitist, and superstitious have worked hard to equate meditative stability in the collective unconscious with the concentration that relies on our medial prefrontal cortex, exhausts the front of our brain, thus increasing the probability of us presenting with the symptoms of depression, and triggers our amygdala, the seat of both anxiety and aggression. But from the perspective of Shakyamuni, who is also known as the Buddha, true meditative stability is completely different. Meditative stability of supreme quality. True meditative stability relies on our sympathetic nervous system, ensconced within the middle third of our spinal cord. What is so stable about that? Every time we inhale, we have evolved not to rigidly concentrate, but instead to notice vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly. No matter what we notice, be it a sight, sound, sensation, flavor, scent, an emotion, intention, thought, memory, or imagining, whether it is external or internal, physical or mental, pleasurable or painful, interesting or boring, glorious or grotesque. For no matter what we're exposed to, the response of our sympathetic nervous system is the same, simply to notice. Being the real meditative stability of supreme awareness, it is beyond the tyranny of thought. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But what is thought's tyranny? According to Shakyamuni, who is also known as Gautama, the fundamental duality is known by many names, such as hope and fear, desire and dread, avarice and aversion, greed and hate, as well as pulling and pushing. Those who have been taught to repress, purify, visualize, and argue against such thoughts do so in reliance upon the neural pathways of their dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, which also exhausts the front of our brain and triggers our amygdala. Without applying thought or purifying. Each time we exhale, our parasympathetic nervous system, divided between the lower third and the upper third of our spinal cord, has evolved to physically relax and mentally release. to such a degree that which we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as resounding yet non-graspable as the ring of a bell. In accordance with nature, the wisdom of spontaneously letting go springs forth. This is the natural wisdom that facilitates the easy and effortless liberation that the Buddha explained in the penultimate passage of the Satipatthana Sutta could be suddenly mastered in as little as 7 days. Meditative stability of supreme quality, being the real meditative stability of spontaneous awareness, is beyond the tyranny of thought, without applying thought or purifying. In accordance with nature, the wisdom of spontaneously letting go springs forth. Come, let us harmonize with the natural mindfulness and meditation that are our birthright. Excuse me. Having completed our opening lesson, together let us shift gears. It is Luke Skywalker Friday evening. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. After approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping, this is the Dzogchen Samde Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I've harnessed my autistic special interests as well as my ADHD hyperfocus to spend about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that I could become your personal, nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome, my friends, to meditate like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. For the remainder of this evening's live stream, let's play with the latest iteration of very easy meditation practice text, or sadhana, if you're nasty. We have a choice. We can compete against our Buddha nature, or we can passively cooperate with it. The path of actively competing against our Buddha nature is a path of active focus, or I should say prolonged active focus and active analysis, which exhausts the front part of our brain and triggers our amygdala, the seat of both anxiety and aggression. Fortunately, neither the prefrontal cortex nor the amygdala constitute the entirety of our central nervous system. Case in point, every time we inhale, we are wired to automatically access the sympathetic nervous system, which has evolved to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice mind's antics of perception, emotion, intention, cognition, recollection, and imagination, which encompasses all manner of phenomena, from the external to the internal, from the physical to the mental, from the pleasurable to the painful, from the interesting to the boring, from the glorious to the grotesque. Every time we exhale, we're wired to automatically access the parasympathetic nervous system, which is wired for both physical relaxation as well as mental release, to the point that which we noticed during our previous inhalation could fleetingly feel less stressful, less permanent, and less defining. Now, the key to cooperating with this autonomic nervous system that the ancients refer to as our Buddha nature is to do so passively. So that means it's going to be really easy. All we got to do is silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this during each inhalation, as well as silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease during each exhalation. So together, let us practice right now while sitting as sustainably and comfortably as we can. The moment you have a specific question about either Buddhist philosophy or meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window if you're watching live, or in the comment area if you're watching a replay. I tend to check for questions about once every 12 or 14 minutes, give or take. So if you type a question, I'll be sure to look for it. Let's dig in. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. That's the wrong button. Let's try this one. In approximately 11 3/4 hours, I would very much like to return to lead tomorrow's morning meditation class, as well as group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.